I wanted to talk today about something that I have known from reading the literature, which is that when people eat a wide variety of foods, when they have a large diversity of foods that are in their diet, they tend to have better health outcomes. Lots of these studies are associated with things like eating a wide variety of fruits and vegetables. We're not necessarily talking about, eating a lot of different kinds of chips and packaged foods. But generally speaking, having a wide variety of foods in your diet is associated with better health. The problem with encouraging this in our kids, encouraging our kids to have a wide variety of foods, eat a wide variety of foods, is that this isn't always easy, right? Our kids aren't always interested in expanding the variety of foods that they have and that they are willing to eat, which makes sense if you think about it. Evolutionarily, people who back in the day were a little bit more skeptical of eating new foods tended to avoid things like disease or foods that killed them. And they were able to procreate and then pass this behavior on to their offspring. But also, kids are just creatures of habit, right? I mean, they want to read the same book over and over again. They want the same foods for breakfast. They tend to do better when we give them the same bedtime. They like routine. These things help them to feel safe and secure. So, how then can you encourage your kids to eat a wide variety of foods when they are creatures of habit and don't want to do that? Well, the answer is very simple and unfortunately not always so simple to implement. You need to make it a habit of eating lots of different kinds of foods. And this takes patience and it takes practice, but with a little bit of strategy and some of the key elements that I will give you, this can actually be done without a whole lot of work. But again, the key is making it a habit of eating different kinds of foods. If it's something you want your kids to do, you have to make a habit of it. So, how can you do that? Number one, you can use color-themed meals. Serving foods that are all of the same color, it could be lunch, it could be, any meal is fine, but serving foods that are all the same color causes you to be a little bit more creative and step outside of perhaps your comfort zone or the foods that you're used to serving. If you don't want to do by color, you could try by letter. Serve only foods that start with R, for example, and involve your kids in this process too. When they're old enough, of course, and able to do this, let them help you think about what foods they could pick to go into these color-themed or letter-themed meals. So that's one way. Number two, eating a variety doesn't necessarily have to mean eating a whole bunch of new things that you're not comfortable with. It could mean something as simple as serving the same food at a different meal. If you are always giving your kids yogurt at breakfast, say, try serving it at lunch instead. The key here is getting them out of the habit of the same food at the same time and have them be willing to eat a food that they're familiar with at a different time of day. Even that can break up that habit. You can also offer the same food, but served as a different texture or with a slightly different flavor. Think about carrots as an example. Serve them raw, serve them roasted, maybe with some honey. What kid wouldn't love that, right? Maybe serve them made into a cake or a muffin. And as you're doing this, remember to talk to your kids about all of this. Tell them what you're doing. Say, hey, this is a muffin that I have put a carrot into. Can you believe it? A fourth way is to use the same type of food, but to buy different brands. Chances are pretty good when you go grocery shopping, you're going to buy some crackers. So buy a different brand of crackers each time or every other week. Again, your kids will get the benefit of eating a cracker, which they probably want to do, and you get the benefit of getting to introduce a variety of types of crackers. So the last way, and this is a really important piece of all of this, there's a lot of evidence around this. If you want your kids to have a wide variety of foods in their diet, you have to do the same. Modeling the behavior of eating a variety of foods is one of the best ways you can get your kids to engage in that same behavior. So think about what foods you would like to try, what foods you would like to expand your diet with, and then give that a shot at home. Now, I might guess that some of this leaves you saying, yeah, that all sounds well and good, that sounds great, but what happens and how do I actually get my kids to taste the foods that I am introducing? If they're going to have a wide variety of foods, I need to get them to taste these foods. And inevitably, there will be something new that you're serving them. And it's true. Sometimes encouraging your kids to taste a new food might be that hurdle that you have to get over first before they can expand the variety of foods that they're eating. And that is something that we will talk about next week, right here, same time, same place. If you have any questions, drop me a line here. You can follow me on Instagram at Kiyah Duffey. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.